What is going on, guys? I had the chance to unlock the Valentine Archer, and if you've been looking for a tank that has some serious range on it, then this will definitely be the tank for you. It has the best range out of all the allied tanks available, and it feels like a sniper gun in cannon form when you shoot. It seats 2 players, with the gunner being on the back of the tank, giving the driver a bit more security from players trying to flank, which is definitely useful as your cannon's turn rotation is very limited with this type of tank. You're really left with positioning the whole body of your tank towards the area you want to shoot, and if you really need to adjust to a moving target, instead of rotating your cannon around 360 degrees like the other tanks, you're forced to have to move the full body of your tank towards the target you're trying to engage. You do have a machine gun as your secondary weapon, but it's primarily the cannon that's the big highlight for this tank. Because of this, I knew I wanted the armor-piercing rounds for this vehicle, as I felt I wouldn't be really taking advantage of all the range this tank offers by not giving it some high-impact rounds. I am going to lose some blast radius, but again, I can use my secondary weapon and mow down enemy players with the machine gun equipped. To make it to the specialization though, I had to choose the maintenance drills, which makes the self-repair twice as fast, but repairs half as much, which is something I'd actually prefer more than the other way around. I also did the improved loading mechanism, which increases the primary weapon's rate of fire by 10%, something again I felt I definitely would want to do to really maximize all that I could for this cannon. And then finally I did the field repair, which instantly repaired 10% health and fixes any broken track, engine, or turret damage. I thought about starting off with the increased ammo, and that might have been a better call, considering the range again is so good on this tank. If you're in the open map situation, you should really be able to consistently beat out other tanks, and again those further range battles, and having to go back to supply stations to get more ammo can be a bit of a pain. So if you think you can utilize the range well and get the jump on the enemy before they can do any real damage on you, you might fare better equipping the specialization that gives you more ammo rather than having that emergency repair. In all honesty, this tank actually reminds me a lot of the artillery truck from BF1 with its sniper-like cannon, where you could basically post up across the map and just lay down heavy fire accurately against different tanks on the playing field. It also has a deploy anti-tank mines ability as one of its specializations, where just like the artillery truck, you can drop anti-tank mines out of the back of your vehicle as you're driving around. But I understand a lot of people have kind of a love-hate relationship with the artillery truck, so it's not exactly the same thing. As 2 really big differences is, again, the lack of mobility with its cannon and its lack of mobility just in general. Driving this tank around is nowhere near as quick as the artillery truck, so you're kind of left to really choose your spots wisely, as once you have dedicated that spot as being there you're going to shoot from, you're kind of committed there. So trying to get in and out quickly is going to be a bit of a struggle, and it can be especially dangerous as, again, you don't have any turret mobility with this tank, and you can't really shoot to the side of you at all. And again, you have your passenger in the back, but it exposes you from the left and right side of your tank. So it had me kind of thinking that maybe I should have equipped the engine upgrade that will increase the acceleration and top speed, and that might have been a little bit more beneficial. I would have had to sacrifice the armor piercing rounds, but making this vehicle more mobile might have been the way to go, as it is hard to turn that vehicle if you're trying to get out of a situation where you're getting flanked from the left and right side, and especially if you're just trying to shoot enemy tanks across the map. You're going to have to still move your vehicle around. So if you do increase its engine and make it a bit more speedy on the map, it might benefit you a little bit more, and you can just shoot a tank and then move in another area and then shoot them again and keep moving around the map in that way, and that might benefit you a bit more. But it is a pretty interesting tank. It's pretty cool to see its ability to have all that range on it. I think this will have a lot of bit of mixed feelings on the playing field now that there is a vehicle, in my opinion, that's very similar to the actual artillery truck. But again, it does have the limited mobility with its turrets and its limited mobility with its just driving capacity. So feel free to let me know what you guys think about this tank, because again, I know there's a lot of love-hate relationship with the artillery truck from BF1. But that is it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Living, and I'll catch you guys again later.